Hello, welcome to Feliz Math Tutor. Today I'm going to talk about algebraic fractions and how to simplify them. So let's start. What is algebraic fraction? So when we say fraction, we are thinking numerator and denominator. So there's some numbers on them. But when we say algebraic, so it's like on the numerator we have polynomial and denominator we have polynomial. So we have to careful for the denominator as every algebraic fraction denominator cannot be equal to 0, so variable x, y, etc. in the denominator cannot take the value that makes the denominator equal to 0. So what I'm saying in this note, let's see in an example. So let's say we have x squared minus 3 and x plus 2 in the denominator. So we said denominator cannot be equals 0. So this cannot be equal 0. So we say x plus 2 cannot be equal 0. This means x cannot be 2. So other numbers are okay, but it cannot take negative 2. Okay, so as any fraction, algebraic fractions can be simplified. So what I'm saying, like as let's say we have 18 over 21. So we can write 18, 3 multiplied by 6. And we can write 21, 3 multiplied by 7. And then we can simplify these 3's and we have only 6 over 7. So we simplified this fraction. How about if it's algebraic fraction? So we have this algebraic fraction in here. So we know factoring polynomials, so we will use it first and then simplify the fraction. So how can I factor this polynomial? So let's say in the numerator, I can make x out of the parentheses, and inside the parentheses, I have x plus 2. So in the denominator, I can write 2 out of the parentheses and x plus 2 inside the parentheses. So we can simplify these. So x plus 2 cancel each other. So I have x over 2. Okay. So let's see another example. Let's say this time we have x and y's. And first in the numerator, there's a difference of square. So how was the difference of squares? So I can write x squared minus y squared, x minus y, x plus y. Okay. So it's look like each other. So x minus y and y minus x, actually they look like each other, but sign problem. So I can write this one like minus y plus x. So these two actually same thing. So when I make it clear, so in the denominator, I have negative x minus y. Now I can see x minus y can simplify. They cancel each other. And then I have left with x plus y on the numerator. And in the bottom, I have minus 1. So I can write it like negative x plus y. So in the denominator, I don't care about 1. So I just use the sign of negative. So I have negative parentheses x plus y. Okay, let's see another example. So in this example, and this example look like each other. There's only one difference. Here multiplication, here addition. So if we have multiplication like that, our job was easy. So I will cancel this and this. So I will get 2x square. But here 2x cannot simplify because there is positive plus sign. So I should write it like first factor out 2x, x plus 1, and in the denominator I have 2x. So these two x's can cancel each other. So I have x plus 1. Okay. Okay, let's say we have another example. So in this example, in the denominator part, we have perfect square. Let me remind you what was the perfect square. So a square minus 2ab plus b square. So I can write it a minus b square. So in my example, I will write it in the denominator. I will write it x minus 2 square. Okay, so on the numerator, I will factor out 4. So inside the parentheses, I have x squared minus 4. So this one here, difference of square, difference of square. What was it? So a square minus b square. So I can write it like a minus b, a plus b. Okay, so let's go back to my example. So I will write it 4x minus 2, x plus 2 on the numerator. So I have x minus 2 square. So this square and this one will cancel each other. So I will left with 4x plus 2, and in the denominator I have x minus 2. Okay, so let's see another example. So let's say we are multiplying two algebraic fraction. So how can I factor? So in the numerator I have x minus 3 and x plus 3. So I cannot do anything with 6y cubed. So multiply 30y square. And here x square plus 3x, I can write x out of the parentheses and inside the parentheses x plus 3. So let's simplify some of them. Since here I have multiplication, I can cancel this x plus 3 and x plus 3. And I can cancel this 6 and this 30. So when I divide by 6, I will get here 1 and here 5. Okay, let's cancel with this y square, and here I will left with y. Let me write it down what I left. So let's see what I have left. So x minus 3, and here only y. Here I have 5, and in the denominator I have only x. Okay, so let me write all of them together. 5x minus 3 and x, y. Yes. Okay. Let's see another example. So this is division of two algebraic fraction. So I can write it like x squared minus 9 6y cubed, and then I can write it like multiplication. So when I'm writing multiplication, 30y squared will go to the numerator, and x squared plus 3x will be go to denominator. And then so can you see it's like, so like that, it's like a previous question. So here and here we have same thing. So do I have to solve it again? So I will get same answer because they're already the same. So I will get 5x minus 3 xy. Yeah. So what I did here, let me say 1 over 2. Like when I explain with numbers, maybe it will make sense. So 1 over 2, and say let 1 over 3. What I was doing, like 1 over 2 multiplied by 3 over 1, and then 3 over 2. Hopefully it makes sense. Okay, so if I'm adding two rational numbers, so when I'm adding two rational numbers, let's say here, remember, when I'm adding two numbers, like 1 over 2 plus 3 over 2, so since this denominator same, I don't have to do anything, so I'm adding 1 plus 3 over 2, which is 4 over 2 equals 2. So keep that in mind. And how about here in our example? So we will make, since this 2x and 2x equal, I will write it x plus y plus x minus y over 2x. And then I have 2x and y's cancels. So 2x over 2x, which is 1. Okay. So how about denominator is different? So these denominators are different. So what should I do? First, I should make them same. So let me write it again. So x plus y over 2x plus x minus y over 10x. So if I multiply this numerator and denominator, this my fraction is not changed, right? And then I can see my denominators same. So now I can make my operation. So let me put parentheses here so I don't get confused. So 5 multiplied by x plus y over 10x plus x minus y over 10x. Then 5x plus 5y. So I can write all together because it's already denominators same. So excuse me. So x minus y. So all of them over 10x. Then I have 6x plus 4y over 10x. So we can do something more, right? So like, let's see, we have, let's say make it 2, not x, 2, 3x plus 2y over 10x. So this 2 and 10 cancel each other. I have 5 left here. So my question is 3x plus 2y over 5x. Yeah, this is the end. Okay, so let's see if we have subtraction of two algebraic fractions, so again we will factor out some algebraic fractions. So let's say I will write 2 over, so I can write this one here, x minus 4 and x plus 2. Okay, here in the second part I can write 1 over, so I can write x plus 3 and x plus 2. So they have something in common, x plus 2, x plus 2, but the other parts are different. So I have to make this two denominator same. So making these two denominators same, I have to multiply this one with x minus 4 and this one with x plus 3. Now they look same. And I have also multiplied this x plus 3 on the numerator, and I have to multiply this part with same number, because if I'm doing something in the denominator, I have to do same thing in the numerator, and then I will be safe. Okay, let's continue my example. So when I multiply by x plus 3 on the numerator, I will have 2x plus 6. And this is from my first part. And then minus, I will have x minus 4. And in the denominator, I will have x plus 2, x plus 3, and x minus 4. Okay. So if I write it down again, 2x plus 6 minus x plus 4, x plus 2, x plus 3, x minus 4. And then I will have x plus 10 over x plus 2, x plus 3, x minus 4. I think that's it. I cannot do any more operation in this. Okay, let's see another example. This is a little bit complex. It looks complex, but actually it's easy. So I will see, first I will do operation in here and then here, and then discuss both of them each other. So let's see. So what I have to do is 1 plus 1 over x. So I have to multiply by x denominator and numerator, because I'm trying to make denominators same. So in the bottom, 4 minus 4 over x squared. So I have to multiply by x squared. So I have x plus 1 over x. And here I have 4x squared minus 4 over x squared. Okay. Now I can do something, these two fractions. So I have x plus 1 over x, and then I can multiply by x squared over 4x squared minus 4. I'm changing numerator and denominator place. Now I can do my operation. X squared, x plus 1, and over x 4x squared minus 4. So I'm thinking I can cancel this x And then I can continue simplifying. Like I can factor out 4 x squared minus 1, and then I can write x squared minus 1, x minus 1, x plus 1. Okay, so this x plus 1 cancel each other. So I have, excuse me, I have x's here also. Don't forget x, because we cancel only 1, so we have 1 left. Okay, so we have left x on the numerator and 4x minus 1 in the denominator. Yeah, I think that's it for today. Please subscribe my channel if you like it, and see you in the next video.